Good morning, everyone. So I want to give you guys some tips and tricks on transforming your body. So I'm up early. I was actually up around 4:30 today. I'm in this crazy try to reach a goal type of mood. So I want to go over some tips and tricks with you guys as far as getting your body to the absolute best shape of its life. And I just felt motivated today. I shared my 80-day transformation pictures yesterday. You can see that on my page. It's kind of a humbling thing because in the fitness industry in general, you know, it's rare that we show an image of ourselves that's not in tip-top shape, right? So we've built this image and this perception of like, hey, we eat nothing but chicken and broccoli all day and we're shredded and we're ripped and whatnot. And the reality of it is most people can't sustain that lifestyle and that way of nutrition for long extended periods of time. We indulge. Sometimes during more of a maintenance style, I'll have some pizza. I'll have some French fries. One of my favorite cheat meals is sweet potato fries and steak. So it's like, it's just one of those things that, you know, it's a little difficult to show a place where you're, you know, not your absolute best. But it's also important because it also shows you a different side of, you know, an individual who lives that lifestyle that can indulge a little bit as well, and then set a specific goal and get to that goal. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for, and I hope it inspires you. So I want to go over 4 big tips as far as transforming your body. The very first thing that you need to do is to sit down with a piece of paper, a pad, and a pen and write down every specific goal that you want to achieve, right? And so for me, I had a few specific goals in mind. The first one was I wanted to get in the absolute best shape of my life for a big photo shoot with Magnum Nutraceuticals in April. Diane is going through the same process. Now that's a goal, but not super ultra specific. Specific to me would be like, I want to get my stomach at the biggest point, which is the belly button, to be under 31 inches. I want to keep my body weight somewhere around 203 to 205 when I shoot. I want to get my body fat percentage from a caliper standpoint anywhere between 4 and 5%, or a little bit less from caliper. And then you know, just come in the absolute best shape of my life, and through it try to inspire as many people as possible. So when you're setting goals, be very specific, but also realistic. So if I were to say, I want to lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks, like that's not realistic, people. You gotta set very realistic, but also very specific goals. So that's the first thing. The second thing is probably the most important part of the formula when it comes to transforming your body and your health, and that is nutrition. Nutrition makes up the biggest portion of your day, okay? So what you're putting in your mouth as far as your food and your liquids make all the difference in how you look and how you feel. Without that component, you're not going to achieve your goals. There's going to be people watching now, they're like, oh, well, I work so hard, but I can't get this nutrition piece down. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to set a goal for yourself and do what it takes to get there as far as the nutrition side, because if you're going to keep in the bad stuff, you're going to continue getting the same result that you have. So ultimately with nutrition, I look at a couple things. The first thing you can do is go into your pantry, go into your refrigerator today and get all the negative stuff out. We know we need to eliminate the bad carbohydrates, the sugars, you know, the bad fats, and just get the chips out, all the garbage that we know is not good for us, right? Stay away from fast food type of stuff. I heard this one quote that if you see a commercial on TV about food, that's the food you need to stay away from. For me, that is like I've never seen a commercial about healthy food that I was like, oh wow, you know, that's healthy food. I'm gonna go get that. Maybe some local grocery store ads that have maybe some healthy options, but for the most part, the major brands, they're putting out a lot of stuff that is not good for you. So stay away from that sort of stuff. Nutrition-wise, I'm a firm believer in balanced eating and train hard. And the reason so is when we cut out specific whole food groups or macros. So let's say I want to cut out all my carbs. You'll hear this all the time. I cut out all my carbs and I lost so much weight. What's going to happen when you add the carbs back? Because that's not sustainable. You can't go without carbs forever, right? Your brain function goes to mush. You feel like mush. Like you can't do that forever. So how are you going to, what's going to happen when you bring those carbs back in? You're going to balloon back up. It's the yo-yo effect. I've seen it 1,000 times. I've worked with thousands of people over the years and the same story every single time. So keep your carbohydrates in. Now, there's a difference between a good carbohydrate and a bad carbohydrate. So something like oatmeal is a staple complex carbohydrate in my nutrition. And unless you're celiac or you have some sort of gluten intolerance or whatnot, you need to keep all the healthy carbohydrates in. So a complex carb would be an oatmeal, sweet potato, brown rice. Like that stuff is really good staples. Quinoa. There's a lot of really good carbohydrates out there that you can utilize. Now, sitting around and eating Snickers bars and jelly beans and soda all day is not good carbs. Like you got to eliminate that stuff. So that's junk calories and then good calories and good sources of fuel. Second is your healthy fats. So your healthy fats are nut butters, nuts from almonds to pecans, almonds, walnut oils, coconut oils. You can have some avocados from time to time. Just be really careful. Fats in general add up as far as calories really, really quickly. You get a couple handfuls of almonds, you're already at like 400 calories. So you got to be really careful with, making sure that you don't overdo fats. Lastly is your protein wise. So protein needs to be paired with every single meal you do. It is the staple of every meal you do. So most people are eating somewhere, when you're eating healthy and trying to achieve a specific physical and health goal, you need to eat smaller meals. Cutting like down to 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, that's not a good option. Like you need to wake up and you need to fuel yourself. You've been fasting while you sleep. So to fast all the way to 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever it may be is not a good option. Fuel yourself every single day starting in the morning and then eat every 2 to 3 hours that you're awake. You've heard this before, but you need to apply it. You need to apply it every single day and stay consistent with it all the way up until when you sleep. So every single meal should have protein in it, and you can pair with some carbohydrates and some fats, and that's essentially the structure of how the nutrition itself works. And then workouts wise, there's kind of two components. So you have the cardio side, which is going to be really good for your heart, just your overall condition, your endurance, and also can help promote fat loss. And then you have the strength training side of things. So on strength training side of things, it's really important. So you'll see, specific people that only do cardio and only do, and may get the nutrition piece somewhat on point, or they underexpend on their consumption wise. So, they start losing muscle. You don't want to do this. You want to maintain or even build muscle, and keep that for the long term. Muscle's really important. You want to be strong. You want to feel strong. You want to look strong. And so, strength training can also be a really great stress reliever. Going into that gym or training at home and getting a great workout in, it's really crucial to relieve some of that stress. So you can really utilize this lifestyle in a lot of different ways. The last component is just is lifestyle in general. When I was in Tulum, Mexico a couple weeks back, I had done a video on the beach with the sunrise, and I was talking about the people, places, and things in our lives that kind of hold us back. Like we all can name a few people or name a few things or name a couple places that we're going to that may be preventing us from getting to our goals. And what I'll tell you is until you make the change to take full control of your life and eliminate things that are stealing joy from your life, you're never going to get to your goals. So I challenge you, I encourage you to take control, eliminate the negatives, and do what it takes to get to a healthy place. I can't even explain to you how amazing it feels every single day to wake up focused and energized, to live with passion, to live with just the wanting of to explore the world and to be the absolute most, and then see how that trickles down on everybody around you. If you're a parent and being active for your child and teach them a lifestyle, you're setting them up for a better life, okay? If you're a teacher, you being active and being healthy and being fit is going to be mentorship for these children. And a business owner trying to make his business or her business as effective and efficient as possible. You being healthy and fit makes all your employees or your contractors or whatnot more healthy as well, and just that environment better in general. Like, you can't expect for your business to run 100% if you're not 100% yourself. So those four real, keys, whatnot, are the pillars to getting yourself healthy and fit. At the end of the day, you got to make the choice. Like, everybody wants the results, but are you willing to do what it takes to get the result, right? We're all busy. We all set up excuses in our mind of why we're not going to do something, or I'm really, really busy. Everyone is busy. I have children. A majority of the clients that we have children. I don't have, a lot of money to be able to do that. I think you need to look at what you're spending things on, and then, eliminate some of the negatives, and you'll be shocked with, first off, how much money you have to be able to spend on maybe a little bit healthier of options. And then there's cheap foods. Like, oatmeal is not expensive. Eggs are not expensive. Brown rice is not expensive. Like, you can get some really healthy options that are not super expensive, and also build some variety into the mix. And then as far as time goes, if we're spending a couple hours in front of a TV, and I'm not trying to take TV away from you, but try to be active while you watch TV. If that's doing some crunches, if that's doing some jumping jacks, if that's doing some set squats on this couch, like, just be more active, move more, and make some time, and then maybe cut down maybe an hour a day, or 45 minutes a day, or 30 minutes a day from some of the things that could keep you away from going to the gym and relieving that stress and feeling good and being more effective and efficient with other aspects of your life. So those are the big keys. I'm going to do some abs real quick. I need to get a little workout in here, and then we'll finish up with a little bit more. All right, so one of my favorite exercises in the world is a ball crunch. So what I'm doing here is I'm on just a ball. We're going to go slow, controlled. Now, my hands are behind my head, but I'm not pulling my neck. It's not like that. It's just like that. So it's slow, controlled, squeeze. Then I'll lift my hands real slow, all the way up, real slow down. And then if I want to get silly, I can do Rocky style. So I'll do a couple sets of that. But one thing that I want to touch on with abdominals, because I see this in media and everywhere, it's like, do this amazing abs routine and get absolutely shredded. Okay, you have to lose the body fat in between your muscle and your skin to get the aesthetic ab that you're looking for, okay? So to do that, crunches alone are not going to do that. Remember what I said earlier. Nutrition makes up 90% of the game. You mix that with cardio and with weight training, and your body fat will decrease. And then overall, you will appear more muscular, more lean, more toned, whatever word that you want to use as far as you simply looking better. And so the lower that your body fat gets around your abdominal region, the better your abs will look. So even if you don't do a lot of core stuff, you can still have abdominals. For instance, Diana is a big, she has some of the best abs in the world. Let's just keep it real. And she's two-time world champion. And I think leading up to her 2011 or 2010, 2009 world championship, somewhere around there, and even in 11 when I think she placed second that year, she ended up, she was like, I think I did about 3 minutes of ab work the entire time leading up in her comp prep. And so that kind of gives you an idea. Like, genetically, she has amazing abs, but she has to get her body fat lean to get there. I'm the same way. I do a lot of core work, not so much for my abs to look a lot better, but just for overall strength within my core. So that helps with my lower back and my obliques and my abdominals to just stay strong from head to toe and front to back. So keep that in mind. You know, it's just like abs are made in the kitchen. I've said this a million times. Abs are made in the kitchen. It's all nutrition based. You got to drop your body fat. All right, guys. So I am going to go eat a whole bunch of oatmeal. I am hungry. I am a little depleted. I need to drink about 64 ounces of water. And then I'm going to go kick some butt in the gym with some of my awesome clients. So if you're ready to transform your body and your life, you want to work with me or my wife online, check out hitchfit.com. But we teach healthy eating, balanced eating, hard work. We teach you what to do, when to do, how much to do, what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat it. We give you the blueprint to essentially build the body of your dreams. That's what we do. And then we teach you a lifestyle that you can live forever so you can sustain that health and that fitness, and then teach everyone around you. Our goal has always been to transform the world one person at a time, guys. All right, have a great day, and don't forget to flex and smile.